Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English new edition for tonight. Headlines. We have the bachelor degree graduation is in the region for the international scene. United States and Mexico, US want to deny asylum to migrants passing through Mexico. Welcome to our newsroom. Under the patronage of the Prime Minister Abdulqadir Kamil Mohammed, the MENFOP organized the ceremony of delivery of the baccalaureate sessions 2019. The principal concern with that is to say the hundreds of graduates received with the best mentions in their respective sectors and series brought joy and a lot of enthusiasm to their party. They were all dressed in their finery and wore thanks, joyous dedications. The ceremony ended with the traditional family photo with the winners of the baccalaureate and members of the government as well as public authorities. Finally, it should be noted that the same baccalaureate ceremony took place simultaneously in each of the regions of the country.
To say in the public that that was a very nice ceremony, and I would like to congratulate all the people who prepared this for us, and I will say this: thank you very much.
And here today we are in the ceremony. Really, this year was a very great year, even though we have faced many difficulties. Today we are here getting our baccalaureate certificate, and we are really very grateful firstly to God that given us this chance, and secondly to our parents that were supporting us every time with difficulties, giving us money, scholarship things. And we are really very grateful to our teacher, and I could not forget our teacher, which was Mr. Ma'in. He was a mathematics teacher, and he taught us very good, and I could not forget lots of teachers, and I would like only to say thank you to all of you.
2019 baccalaureate graduation ceremony, like all the regions of the interior and the capital, the regions of Dakhel houses Monday, July 15th. 2019 graduation ceremony of the general and vocational baccalaureate of the 2019 sessions. The ceremony, which took place in the Dakhel High School under the patronage of Muhammad Abdulqadir Musa Helem, Minister of Urban Planning and Environment and Tourism, was attended by a large official delegation, including the Prefect of Dakhel, Mr. Mohammed Sheikh Hassan, the President of the Regional Council, Abdurrahman Yunus Arare, two parliamentarians from Dakhel, Mahmoud Hassan Farah, Mohammed Aden, a technical advisor of MENFOP, Hassan Roble Dirane, civil and military officials, as well as parents, teachers and students. A total of 162 laureates, 113 from the general high school and 32 from the technical vocational high school were awarded diploma and gifts in the presence of their family members, who came to show their pride after a reception offered by the MENFOP placed the species of personalities, who in turn congratulate the new graduate. This feast is above all the results of the commitment my teacher to have spared no effort to provide quality education through the school years, but also in all previous years, said the students. Abdurazak Musa Gummane, the first of the graduate of its S series of Dakhel High School, before thanking all the people whose head the President of the Republic, Ismail Margele, the Minister of National Education, the Prefect of Dakhel, the headmasters of Dakhel High School for the organizations. He said of this beautiful ceremony, the ceremony ended with the graduations of 100 high school vocational training. For his part, the representative of the MENFOP, Mr. Hassan Roble, congratulated all the laureates from the all sector combined emphasizing that he joined their joy on this happiest day of their lives. The Dakhil Prefect Muhammad Sheikh Hassan, for his part, welcomed the fact of that the region, the Dakhil region, is posting higher results this year that in previous year. The prefect also encouraged the laureate to work harder to achieve a similar success in their higher educations. Finally, the Minister of Urban Planning and Environment, Muhammad Abdul Qadir Musa Halem, who closed the speech ceremony, said that patients baccalaureate represent an important moment in the students' lives since it's crowned the effort sacrifice they have made through the primary and secondary schoolings. The minister, who reminded that the development of human resources is the main priority of the policy of head of state, urged the winners to invest more in their higher education to become, he said, qualified and competent people who are able to meet the need of the labor market and to meet the development challenges of our country. The Minister of Defense in charge with the relation Parliament, His Excellency Hassan Omar Mohammed, presided on Monday, July 15 in Tejora region the graduation ceremony for the winners of the 2019 Baccalaureate of the Region Parliamentary and Regional Authorities School, head masters, teacher, parents, and the laureate gathered in the high school library for this grand festive and emotional ceremony. It should be noted this year that the region of Tejora has had extraordinary results in the baccalaureate with 2 mentions very well and 9 mentions well and 50 mentions pretty good for total numbers of graduates who amount 113. The Ministers of Defense in his highly acclaimed speech to warmly congratulate the laureate with a special mention for Miss Aisha Hamadou Mohammed, who became first of the Republic for the L series, and Muhammad Abdallah Muhammad, who also obtained his scientific baccalaureate with honors. After the official speeches, the diploma and the numerous gifts were distributed to the laureate. The Member of Parliament recognizes the effort. The Minister of National Education was represented at this ceremony by His Excellency the Technical Advisor Muhammad Balgha Siraj, who delivered a speech on his behalf in which he congratulated and paid tribute to the laureate and the regional educational community. The Minister of Defense Hassan Omar Mohammed in speech also congratulated all the awards of the back exams. He encouraged the laureate them to continue and serve our citizens and to build together the country. The ministers also has explained that the region of Tejora is in the one of the best winners. We have the first place in all the series. We are proud to have this place in the Republic. He said the merit of the effort is first of all to the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, and to continue in this sense to all the population of Tejora. Like all the other regions of the countries, the capital, the Asajok, yesterday honored their graduate with the planes and the grand ceremony under the patronage of the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed. The event began early in the mornings at the hotels in the Palm Grove of the city, where the 72 were invited to have a total royal breakfast with all the officials brought together. The Minister of Labor and the Minister Administration Reform, Osman Ibrahim Roble, his colleagues from the Ministry of Health, Mohammed Warsama Diriye, the Prefect of the region, Mohammed Wabir Asawe, the representative of the region in the National Hemicycle, led by the Vice President and the Dean of the Assembly, Almi Absiye Wais, whose deputies, Abdou Sikiye Diriye, Almi Mahabe Wais, the technical advisor, special envoy of the head of the Minister of Menfop, Mohammed Abdi, Vice President of the Regional Council, Dawood Saeed Geldon, local elected officials. At the end of this first collective morning's meal, everyone took the path of the ceremony. The usual welcome in place for all the big parties organized in the cities of Aska. The swarming places of the world has already been very animated by folkloric troupe and by spreading some very melodious modern music. Officials and laureates happy to be able to accede to the baccalaureate university studies arrives on the spot, walking side by the side, very applauded. They settled under the big troop with the squares impeccably aligned. The event took place on the Independence Squares facing the premises of the prefecture. The inspectors of the Menfop, many professors, and obviously the first concerned honor with the baccalaureate session is anonymous. Shortly after opens with the readings of verses, screen solemn grandiose ceremony, musical held animate these places. The Vice President and the Dean of the Assembly, Almi Absiye Waisa, congratulate in his speech all the baccalaureate. He said this is the first step of our students to be enter in this world of intellectual to enter in the university, and for his part the prefect of the region Mohammed Wabir Asawe congratulate the laureate of the baccalaureate 2019 and Asajok region, and he is proud to the results. The Minister of Employment, Osman Roble, congratulate the winners of the 2019 baccalaureate of the region, and he clarified that they should continue more by working hard and still represent their national and international on his side. The Ministry of Labor, Mohammed Warsama Diriye, reminded that the baccalaureate is a step in the school's life of students, and this is a link that allows him to set foot in the cultivate well. In turn, the mentioned are called to the platforms and receive from the hands of the officials a diploma accompanied by 15 laptops, iPad, on high-end mobile phone. The ceremony which brought together many Asajok from all the functions around the graduate 2019 sessions, ended with a family photo of the officials and the laureate. Recall that this year's 230 graduates have passed the baccalaureate diploma, of which 61 admit with a mention is fairly good, 8 with the honors, and 3 with the mentions of very well. Yesterday, Monday, July 15th, Arta region is hosted a graduation ceremony of the General Baccalaureate 2019 sessions. The ceremony of graduation was chaired by the Minister of Energy, Yunis Ali Gedi, and so the participation is of a large delegation, including the Prefect of the region, Abdullahi Dar Al-Ukiye, the President of the Regional Council, Imi Goudade, the advisors of the Technical Menfop, Mr. Mohammed Omar Abdi, including the member of the Omar Wabiri Malo, and local elected officials. All schools officials and parents was also present for this great ceremony, which took place in the centers of the hotel school of Arta. For this year, the success rate is much better as compared to the previous year. 44 students had their general baccalaureate. For a mention is quite well, and a good mention is for the professional baccalaureate. 22 laureates have passed their baccalaureate for honor, and one of our mentions very Well, on the occasion of this grand ceremony, the Minister of Energy, Yunus Ali Ged, and the Prefect of the region, Abdullah Al-Ukiye, congratulate all the winners who have managed their bachelor's and encourage the recipients to work harder for their higher education. The prefect of Artas region, Abdullah Al-Ukiye, congratulate in his speech all the baccalaureate laureate. He said this is the first step of our students to be enter in this world of intellectual, to enter in the university, and for his part, the president of the regional council, Elmi Buh Goudade, he congratulated also the laureate of the baccalaureate 2019 and for Asajog region, and he is proud to the result. The Minister of National Education was represented at this ceremony by the technical advisors who delivered a speech in behalf in which he congratulated and paid tribute to the laureate and the regional education community. The Minister of Energy, Yunus Ali Gedi, congratulated all the winners of the 2019 baccalaureate of the region of Arta, and he clarified that they should continue more by working hard and had to still represent their national and international level. In turn, the mentioned are called to the platforms and received from the hands of the officials diploma, accompanied by a filtered laptops, iPad, high and mobile phone. This ceremony, which brought together from all the Artas regions all the functions around their graduate 2000 session, ended with a family photo of the officials and the laureate. The President of the National Assembly, Mohammed Ali Hamed, has received this Tuesday, July 16th, the new ambassador of the Russian Federation in the Republic of Djibouti, Honorable Mikhail Gulanov. After the walk of welcome, the President of the National Assembly immediately wished the new head of the Russian diplomatic representations in Djibouti a pleasant stay in our country and a complete success in the carrying out his diplomatic missions. He assured in turns the Russian diplomat conveyed to the assemblies the messages but the biggest challenges. As I remind, this visit is part of a policy of meeting with the highest authority of our countries initiated by the new ambassador of the Russian Federation in the Republic of Djibouti. It should be remembered that the cooperation between the two countries and the ways and means to strengthen them further, particularly in the parliamentary file. For the international scene, U.S. want to deny asylum to migrants passing through Mexico. U.S. government announced it Monday that it will deny asylum applications filed at its southern borders by migrants who have not applied for refugee status in Mexico or another countries on the road to the United States. The United States is generous but completely overwhelmed by the borders created by the hundreds of thousands of foreigners arrested at the southern borders. Justice Minister Bill Barr said in a statement announcing the implementation is beginning Tuesday on this new rule. According to the minister, this is supposed to discourage economic migrants who want to exploit our asylum systems. This is an interim measures act in measures until Congress revises the country's immigration laws. Acting Home Security Minister Kevin McAleenan say. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.